What's up, you guys? It's Rob here. Today we'll be going over ticker symbol AMC, and we'll cover it on a daily, weekly, and monthly time frame in anticipation for tomorrow's trading day, Wednesday, April the 14th, 2021. But the huge thing that I want to highlight real quickly and just jump right into is covering the short interest on AMC, because we are at an all-time high on short interest. When we jump out here to the all chart here in Ortex, the purple line is the short interest, and then the yellow line here that you see is the short interest percentage of free float. Now, before, when we had our squeeze back here and we had our squeeze back here in 2021 of January, we were sitting at roughly about 13% of our short interest or free float. Right now, we're sitting at 20%, and it's only going up, guys. It's only going up. This is really huge, because when we take a look at it, like, we know AMC has been shorted because we can look at the chart and we can see that it was shorted the past 2 days, really, Friday and Monday. Today, we actually had a positive day, so let's take that as a victory. And as we take that as a victory, if you can, take that fist, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and then if you guys also can, subscribe to the channel and make sure that you turn on notifications. When you do those three things, it honestly really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm as a small channel, and it helps me get a further reach here on YouTube. And thank you guys so much for the support, and just remember, smash the like button. If you guys want me to give you guys like a cute cat photo or something like that to encourage you guys to smash the like button, drop it down in the comment section or something like that. Maybe I can find a cute cat photo or something, because remember, after all, we're roaring kitty, so, or we're all apes. But the huge thing that I want to, aside from that, hop back into this, the short interest change today was up 2.28%, which is really large. So our estimated current short interest is 21.26. And if you take a look, the fact that yesterday we were sitting at 20.79, and then now we're up to 21.26% of our free float, that shows that the shorts are only increasing their position within AMC and only shorting it more. Today there was 3.42 million borrowed shares, and only 314 of them were returned. So there's 3.1 million of them still out on loan right now from today alone. And our current short interest is at 88.77 million, and last reported, which was on March 31st, was 73.82 million shares. So our short interest is going up, our short interest of free float is going up, the borrowed shares is going up, the return shares is less than what our borrowed is. So the shorts are obviously hammering this stock. And what is really going on here, and what I'm starting to see, is with these increases and us getting to an all-time high, if we squeezed before, we can definitely squeeze again with how high we are on this chart. So without further ado, if we can, let's go ahead and hop in here to Webull and cover AMC on the daily time frame. So the huge thing with AMC today was what I wanted to see for us today, what my bull case scenario was us coming out of this gate of sitting around 850, holding the 850, because that's where we closed yesterday, was right above 850. I wanted us to hold the support of 850. And we did that for a little bit, but then we definitely broke through it. But you can see down here, this movement is very, very volatile, and it's very quick. And you can see the green in here trying to outweigh the red, and we quickly bought the stock back up. And the great thing about this was, as soon as we broke above this 850 and reclaimed it as support, we didn't touch it for the rest of the day. Like the day before, we literally touched it again, and then we touched it again here in the afternoon. So it's great for the stock, and we moved up. We touched $9.12 for our high for the day, which means we actually broke the $9 resistance and turned it into support for a period of time. which is a good sign for the stock. And then we did end up selling off and breaking through this 8.75 support that we developed, and we dipped down below it, but then we dipped back. Good gosh, I can't put my words together. We sold back up, and then we never revisited below 875 for the rest of the day. We tested it several times. We tested it. Let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in the rest of the day, which is awesome because that shows that 875, it really wasn't a good support before, but now it's a really strong support for the stock. And it's great news. And after yesterday, we were down at 850 yesterday, and we closed above 850. Now today, we actually closed a positive 2.55%, and it's roughly about a 25% gain on the day, which is phenomenal for the stock. We closed above 875, so we're holding 875, which is great. And what I'm really looking for tomorrow is, are we going to hold 875? Can we hold 875, or are we going to break it for a little bit and then we have to retest it as resistance and move back up? The fact that we touched it 10 times alone today tells me that 875 is a really, really strong support. So if we were to break it, I think it would be followed by a very quick move up through it, reclaiming it as support, and then probably us not touching it for the rest of the day. The huge thing that I want to see us do tomorrow is I want to see us touch $9 and take that resistance, test it several times, and then turn it into support and close tomorrow above $9. If we can close above $9 tomorrow, that is another positive day for us. Like, today is positive day number 1. Positive day number 2 would be closing above $9. If we trade between $8.75 and $9, I'm not going to be terribly bothered by that. The huge thing I don't want us to do is to break through this $8.75 support and then break through this $8.50, and then we're revisiting $8.31 and $8, because at that point we're headed in a very downwards trend. Now, keep in mind that if we look at the Ortex data here, there is a lot of short interest that is not given back. So it is possible tomorrow that off the bell, we could see a very, very strong short wave. And the huge thing that I can tell you when we look at the chart here in Webull is when we do see these short waves, we do a little bit of consolidation for a little bit, and then we buy it back up immediately. So that's a good thing. And that's what we have to continue to do, because all that the shorts are doing is they're just making their grave deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper kind of thing. And eventually they're going to have to cover all this short interest that is out there. And when they do, it's going to be squeeze time for us guys, and we're going to be partying like it's 1995. So, but looking at the RSI here on the 1-day chart, let's hop over here, just reset the indicator. We closed roughly with the RSI sitting here at 44, which is just below neutral. We were down below the equilibrium here, which is technically not a good sign, but we do have the MACD crossing over the signal, which is a bullish indicator for the stock. I'm not really taking after hours. I really take after hours and pre-market with a grain of salt. But the huge thing is taking a look at these moves that we had here. We weren't terribly overextended here on the MACD, but the move that we had this morning was really harsh. And then our rip upwards was really bad. Like, this is a really, if you need an example of an overextended MACD, it's down here. But this is great consolidation that we had in here. And it's great movement, and doing consolidation is not necessarily a bad thing. What it helps do is it helps drive down implied volatility, because I can tell you one thing is implied volatility spikes when we have these really large movements. We want to make smaller moves, make them slowly instead of an exponential move over a short period of time. But let's go ahead and hop out here to the 5-day time frame. So we can see right here on the 5-day time frame, we are still trading down below that channel of between $9.25 and $10 of where we were for a very long period of time. But honestly, we took today, we developed this little stair step here and we stepped ourselves up a little bit more. So it's a good thing that we're moving in the right direction, and we just need to continue that momentum. But taking a look at the RSI sitting here at 52 in the after hours. The MACD looks pretty happy, but it actually is on the 5-day, the MACD is in a bearish state because the MACD is below the signal. So that's not necessarily the best sign, but once again, you can see here on the RSI this morning when we had that short wave, we hit oversold. And you can see down here on the MACD of how badly that movement was, followed by the rip upwards. And then our essentially fall down the 875 again and retesting that support, turning it into resistance actually, and then retesting as support and coming back up. And then the rest of the day, our moves were not nearly as volatile. So that's the huge thing, is when we get these short waves and then we buy it up, what we're doing is we're driving up implied volatility, which really is affecting options contracts, making them more expensive, making them less attractive to people who might want to actually get into them. So we really need to try to cool down implied volatility, but it's going to be very hard when we're combating short waves. So it's kind of, we got to find a way to balance it if we can. So let's hop out here to the 1 month, 1 hour and take a look at this. So you can see that we're still very much in this downward channel since the 5th. But the huge thing is, it seems like we actually, you can hold me to this, it seems like we actually found our bottom. So hopefully once we found our bottom here, now we're going to start turning to the upside. The fact that the MA30, the moving average 30 and the moving average 120 are actually kind of flattening out shows that we're going to hopefully go through a little bit of a period of consolidation for the next couple of days. And then we should hopefully start trending in an upwards direction. So that's what those two indicators are telling me. The RSI is sitting at 51. The MACD down here actually surprisingly is very bullish from today's move. So maybe tomorrow we will actually see a test of $9. I would absolutely love that. And I would love to get the stock back up in that $9.25 to $10 trading range, because that's where it is very comfortable. And I would be doing a happy dance if we could get back above the $10 resistance that we have right now and turn into support, because the stock trades really nicely above $10. Down here in the $9 range, it just doesn't trade nicely. It doesn't look good. Our volatility is really high. Our movements are very volatile. It's just not good for the stock. When we're above $10, it's smooth, clean steps versus just rips and dips all over the place. Kind of like Tesla almost kind of thing. You could almost compare it to a Tesla chart of up, down, up, down, up, down kind of thing. Or in case of Tesla today, it literally was just a rip upwards. So, but really that's the huge thing with AMC is tomorrow I'm going to be looking for hopefully a nice consolidation day to bring down some implied volatility on all of our options contracts. I mean, bear case is going to be us breaking through 875 and then touching 850 and touching that 850 support. Hopefully we can hold 850 as a support, because really I don't want us to be getting down to that level, because that's going to continue this downward channel. I want us to continue either a consolidation move or an upwards trend kind of thing. And our upward trend would be testing 925 as a resistance and turning it into support. If we can do that, that's a positive day for Wednesday, and it's a great day for our hump day. So hopefully we can get over the hump and we can actually make a move now. And that's all that this will look like on the chart now, is a little hump kind of thing. But if you guys can do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. And then down below, I have my Webull referral link. That's the platform that I've been using here to actually do all of my technical analysis. And if you guys want, they are doing sorry, I'm turning off my blue light monitor. They are doing a promotion of, if when you join, you do get 2 free stocks valued anywhere between $10 and $1,600. And those 2 stocks come when you sign up, your account gets approved, And then the second one comes when you deposit $100 on the platform. And if you do use my referral link, if you can, just drop a comment down below and let me know the 2 free stocks that you guys get. But that's what I got for you guys today. Hopefully we can have a bullish day tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.